looking like it's going to close in the green. I do want to talk about something we just chatted about on radio, guys. The era of the meme coin is back. Can you believe that?
No, I don't.
Tell
me more, Tim.
Okay, there's Pepe the dog, Pepe the frog-themed coin, and dog with hat. This is new to me. I'm just learning this from Among the Most Read, Mu Yao Shen.
I think this is all just
the
to
Pepe
say
coin
it is certainly back.
Okay. Is that where we're at? Is this like the contrarian sell signal now?
All right. As you guys can see, was this honestly the top for the meme coin mania for quarter one of this bull cycle? A lot of people are tagging me in this, saying that Crypto ZX, was this the top? And obviously, this meme going around on crypto Twitter, people are talking about this exact Bloomberg, tape where they were discussing meme coins, and what they were listing was, Pepe, and they were listing dog with hat. And obviously, as soon as that happened, coincidentally, we did see the market, having to see a little bit of a cool off, especially meme coins. So was that a sell signal? We will let the community and the market decide. But as we're looking at today, we are seeing meme coins kind of cooling off, and I kind of discussed this in my bonk update if you did watch that. If not, that's totally fine. But you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be discussing everything Dogecoin, taking a closer look at what's happening with Dogecoin's price, and of course what we could be expecting as we do go further into the month of March. So definitely right now, meme coins specifically are cooling off, while the rest of the market is starting to gear up and start heading towards new yearly highs. As you can see, Fetch is absolutely killing it, Render, but you get the idea as to what I'm really saying. But we're going to take a closer look at Dogecoin. As you know, over the past few days, especially the last 2 days, we did see Shiba Inu coming and knocking on the door to Dogecoin in terms of actually flipping it. But you could pretty much see how good Dogecoin's holding right now against Shiba Inu. And obviously there's a lot of players behind the scenes that will try their best to not even let this occur. But before we get into it, guys, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So if we're looking at the price of Dogecoin today, it's currently sitting at 14.76 cents. As mentioned, it's down about 11.3% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also down 10.5% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. But now if we're focusing on its market cap, on the other hand, it's still above $21 billion, to be exact, 21.2 billion. So it's holding really good. I'm not going to lie. Dogecoin right now is holding better than the likes of Shiba Inu, which again people can argue on why that's the case. Of course, Dogecoin has such a huge presence in the market. It is the first ever meme coin, so it's going to be treated differently, and it has that first mover advantage, as I've said from the beginning. But if we're looking at the 24-hour trading volume, it's at $4 billion. Of course, it has decreased over the past few days, but obviously we are seeing a little bit of a cool off occurring, so that should not be a little bit of a surprise for anyone. But if you're looking at the overall meme coin market cap, is at 52.7 billion. Let's give it a refresh live. So yeah, around 52.7 billion still, especially the last 24 hours. Majority of the meme coins that have absolutely been killing it over the last 7 days are down right now and seeing a little bit of a cool off. And again, not really surprised on that part. But to anyone that was worried about Shiba Inu taking over, again, we're going to speculate, right? And we're going to discuss what's actually happening. I'm not just going to sit here and say, yeah, Shiba Inu did not have a chance to actually take over Dogecoin. And even though that's not the case right now, we can't write that off. We can't write the fact that that can't happen. So people that love Dogecoin, you really need to understand, we need to be realistic, right? We can't just tell ourselves things that are actually not true. If you're going to come out and say that there's no absolute possibility for the fact that Shiba Inu could actually flip Dogecoin, then come on, I think we could really be thinking a little closer, because we came really close. We came to a point where it was just $1 billion difference between the market caps. But obviously in the long grand scheme of things, I just don't see anything taking over Dogecoin spot in the long term. But that's that, of course. But if we're looking at BTC dominance, it's pulling down right now, not a surprise. Obviously, when we were looking at the overall market, market picking up kind of explains as to why that's the case. BTC looking great at 66k so far, so good. Could be expecting an all-time high in the upcoming days ahead of us. But let's talk about Doge. So what are we looking at right now? So you can clearly see at this point, Doge is back below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And obviously that is a huge zone, and I've discussed the reason why that's a huge zone. Going past this resistance at 16 cents when we did that for the first time, pretty much since, like I said earlier, for about almost 2 years, we did see Dogecoin fly 30%. And, people that are in the meme coin market are probably scratching their head right now saying, that's not even a big move. 30% is not a big move. What if I told you that's a massive move for a coin, with the size of Dogecoin? The market cap on Dogecoin is at 20 billion and it's ranked at the top 10th spot. So, these are some factors a lot of people don't realize and they ignore, but I don't want you guys to be ignoring that. But one thing that we can definitely point out is that, we're below the 78.6, and I don't like that. I'd like to see the price of Dogecoin in the 78.6, because guess what? We're back in the bear market zone. The bear market zone gets invalidated once we're in the blue zone, which is a 78.6, but that's not the case right now. We are back below the key support, which obviously is now a resistance again. And yeah, that's the case. But let's zoom in a little bit and see what's happening. So actually, I want to switch to the hourly time frame. So you can see this for yourself. We are, obviously we did see this, oopsies, this is not what we need. Obviously we saw this move down yesterday. Again, not a surprise. Then we did see that bounce. And that specific bounce that I'm referring to, we did make our way back above that key resistance. So that was lovely to see, right? And then shortly after that, we did try to see the price of we did see the price of Dogecoin try its best to actually stay within the 78.6, if not the 78.6, at this support line, above the support line, which is just below the 78.6 fib zone, but it was unable to do so, and we have lost support, and we're currently sitting at about 14.8 cents. As I've said earlier in this update, really, really important to see the price consolidate within this level. I don't care if it decides to just consolidate here for a while, that's totally fine, but you want to see the price above this key resistance in order for the price to not see more downside. Because now if the support is lost where we're currently sitting at, there's a strong chance we could retest that wick that we did see on March 5th. So, there's a chance that we could see another 15.4% drop for Dogecoin, and that's how I'm currently taking a look at it. And to be quite frank with you guys, that is not something unrealistic to even talk about. So that's what I'm currently taking a look at. Hopefully I do see Doge picking it back up above that key resistance, but I think we are going to see a bounce again. But like I said, we cannot be ignoring some of these factors as well, because of course, let's face it now, the people that were probably we're seeing manipulation at its finest. Actually, let me explain what I mean. We're seeing manipulation occurring at its absolute finest. You could pretty much see after this massive drop, we saw this beautiful bounce. And guess what? All the people that were longing at this point, they completely got wrecked. And the people that started shorting around this zone, when the price picked up, they got wrecked. So what is this telling us? Stay away from leverage trading, guys. Just do me a favor and stay away from leverage trading. You'll get burnt out. But we're seeing manipulation occurring left and right, and if anyone decides to, I think, try to short Dogecoin at the 12.7 or any other meme coin, I think we could see a reversal again. So it's really, really iffy. Do pay very close attention to BTC, that's what I can say, and then we will see what happens. But thank you so much for all your support. Love each and every one of you guys. Do let me know down below what you guys think. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.